Mutants in the Marvel Universe can be considered a different species from ordinary humans, a species apart from human evolution, all thanks to the X gene that manifests in these beings, generating mutants different from each other and with different power levels among them. Their powers were so varied and different that it was necessary to classify these mutants into different levels: Omega, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, and Epsilon, all according to the names of the Greek alphabet. This serves to show how each ability and power is unique. But after all, explain to me what each of these classifications is and which mutants fit into each one. Epsilon level. Epsilon level mutants are those who have undergone mutations in their appearance. The X gene caused various modifications to their body, their physiology, and their anatomy. This left these mutants with very different and even monstrous looks in some cases. In general, these mutants do not have defensive or offensive powers. They are basically useless powers that are not useful in battle, and often end up even hindering the mutant. For example, having the power to have gelatinous skin, changing the skin color to purple, or even having monkey ears. Usually, about 20% of the population is at the Epsilon level. Besides, they are the ones who suffer the most prejudice from society. If many already hate mutants for who they are, this hatred increases in the presence of an Epsilon, who often prefers to remain hidden. If they can hate Jean Grey, do you think they won't hate a being with giant fingers? Examples of Epsilon mutants are Beak, Tommy, Meme, and Derma, among others. Omega level. The Omega level is the most famous level of all. People really sought to understand the other levels because of the Omega level. The Omegas are the most powerful class of mutants in the Marvel Universe. They are the elite in terms of power and abilities. Their powers are capable of causing large-scale destruction. In addition to being able to manipulate energy, matter, and space-time, when they are children, they are confused with alpha mutants. But as they grow and become more and more powerful, with abilities beyond comprehension, Shield Classic class is the last class in terms of mutant power levels. They are beings with more stolen powers. It is also said that an alpha mutant can become an Omega level mutant as well. For example, Magneto was considered an alpha, but in recent stories, he was defined as an Omega level. It was defined that an Omega level mutant cannot be surpassed in its main power. So in the Marvel Universe, no one surpasses Magneto when it comes to magnetism. He's a master at it, without a defined limit. Examples of Omega level mutants are Magneto, Franklin Richards, Jean Grey, Nathan Summers, Rachel Summers, Hope Summers, and Scarlet Witch, among others.